Okay, this is another video from the Animated Battles series. This particular one is the Battle of New York City. This will go along with Chapter 6, Section number 3. In the spring of 1775, the revolution begins in Boston after years of growing unrest. War finally breaks out at the battles of Lexington and Concord. The Battle of Bunker Hill soon follows. In the summer of 1775, following the battles of Lexington and Concord, the Patriots besieged the British Army in Boston. The British await the arrival of reinforcements from England. The Patriots plan a daring invasion of Canada. If they can capture Montreal and Quebec in surprise attacks, the Patriots believe that the French Canadians will join them in fighting the British. Spring of 1776, after the Patriots occupy the Dorchester Heights overlooking Boston, the British abandon the city. The Patriots capture Montreal but are defeated at Quebec and they retreat to New York. In the summer of 1775, the British plan to capture New York and divide the colonies. They plan a massive assault on New York City. At the same time, an army will move from Canada down into New York. Back to the summer of 1776, General George Washington anxiously awaits for the expected British invasion of New York. He pleads with political leaders to raise troops and rush them to him. July 2nd, 1776, British General Howe arrives with a massive fleet which lands 10,000 soldiers on Staten Island. General Howe then waits for an additional 15,000 troops coming with his brother, Admiral Howe. Over the next few weeks, British strength in Staten Island grows to 24,000 men. The British have amassed 400 transport ships and 30 warships. The Patriots watch in awe as the force assembles. August 27th, 1776, Admiral Howe realizes that if he captures only New York City, the city will be at the mercy of rebel artillery on Long Island, which would be a Boston repeat. He plans to first take the heights of Long Island. Washington focuses his defense on Long Island, and command is given to John Sullivan. They decide to defend the three key passes to the heavily fortified Brooklyn Heights area. On August 22nd, 1776, the British land 15,000 troops on the shore of Long Island unopposed. Patriot General Sullivan chooses to protect his far left pass near Howard's Tavern with only 5 mounted scouts. August 22nd, British General Clinton proposes that the British flank the Patriot lines with a nighttime sweep around the Patriot left. British Generals Grant and von Hester will distract the Patriots. August 22nd through the 25th, British troops methodically maneuver into forward positions. The Patriots' confidence level is high after their victories against the British at Boston and Charleston. August 26th, at 2000 hours, on August the 26th, the British Army springs into action. Generals Grant and von Hester advance to distract the Patriots, while Generals Howe and Clinton sweep the Patriot left with 10,000 troops. An advance patrol captures the 5 riders guarding Jamaica Pass before they send a warning. Patriot General Sterling rushes to the front with 2,000 troops to oppose Grant's diversion on the right. The massive British force crushes opposition as it moves beyond the Patriots. General Sterling tries to withdraw but is cut off. He is captured, leading a rear guard action. Sullivan is also captured. August 29th, General Washington first sends reinforcements. But as the British build siege lines, he realizes the army must escape. He masterfully conducts a night withdrawal to Manhattan Island. The British effectively surround Manhattan Island with their navy. The Patriot Army has only one way of escaping off the island if routed: over King's Bridge on the north end of the island. Admiral Howe has defeated the Patriot Army in attempts to make peace, but fails. General Howe's and Clinton's devise a plan to invade Manhattan and trap the Patriot Army. The British launched their second amphibious invasion of the campaign and landed 9,000 troops on Manhattan Island facing minor opposition. General Putnam's 3,500 men may well be trapped. Late in the afternoon, General Putnam orders his army to abandon the city and escape north. Putnam's men narrowly escape capture because the British paused to consolidate after the landing. October 21st, the British launched their third amphibious invasion and after suffering heavy casualties, forced the Patriot Army to abandon New York. Fort Washington still holds with 2,800 Patriot soldiers. November through December, Washington's army retreats to Delaware. Fort Washington surrenders after an intense assault. Fort Lee is abandoned. General Charles Lee is captured after leading his troops to New York. As the year draws to a close, the British choose to cease campaigning for the winter. They establish 7 garrisons to protect their gains and house their soldiers during the coming winter. The campaign analysis. The campaign is a decisive British victory. The Patriots, their inexperienced commanders left Jamaica Pass open, which was a huge mistake. For the British, they moved decisively and used their naval power to great advantage by constantly arriving where they were not expected. The Patriot Army has suffered its very first defeat because of this battle. New York City will remain under British control until the end of the war in 1783. But General George Washington will not wait long to counterattack. On Christmas night, he will lead his now small army over the Delaware River in a successful surprise attack on a Hessian garrison.